In this one, I want to go over how to set up a store and sell on Etsy. And the first thing that you'll notice is that I have two apps here. The first is the Etsy app for customers, and the second one is the one that you're going to need, which is Sell on Etsy. So if I just open that one up, as you can see, it is different. So all you have to do, just go to the App Store and search for Sell on Etsy. It is a different app that you're going to have to download. Once you've done that, then we can start the tutorial. You can either use your Apple, Facebook, Google logins or an email up at the top there. And as you can see, the link down at the bottom, don't have a shop, open one today. If you click that, it's going to take you through to their website, and you're going to have to scroll down through quite a lot of information. You can read that obviously at your will. You're going to have to scroll down all the way down to the bottom, and it will eventually say, are you ready to start selling? And click on open your Etsy shop. And then it will take you through, so you can use the same email and password that you use on your Etsy customer account on the other app. So if you have an account already with Etsy as a shopper, you can use the email and password to sign in with that email. Of course, if you're using Google or Facebook as a login, then you can use the same one as well. So once you've logged in, you have to set all the preferences of your shop and just go through and really just select everything that would be right for you in terms of the language, country, and the currency that you want to actually use on your shop. Also, just give Etsy all the information that you need. As you can see on here, anything with a blue star after the question is something that you are going to have to answer. You can't leave it blank. So every time that you see that, you will have to put something in as an answer. Naming your shop is obviously quite important, and you can't have the same shop name as somebody else. So if someone's already taken that shop name, unfortunately, you're just going to have to come up with a different one. You can click the check availability option below the name to see if it is available. If it is, then it will just show you at the right-hand side there that it is available, and you can press then save and continue to go on to the next part. Then it moves straight on to adding items to your shop. So what you will need to do is have some images of the items that you may want to start selling. These don't have to be correct or what you want to sell right now. You can just take some pictures of anything, basically to just be placeholders. But when you're ready, just press the add listing option here and it will take you through to the next page. You can go down to the option to add a photo, and what that will do is go through to your photo library, or you can literally just take a photo right then and there with your phone. So if you've got them in your photo library already, just click the photo library option. It will then go through to your recents and just find any of the images that you would actually want to use. At the bottom, you can see an option to choose the image size. If you click on that, you can have large, medium, or small. So small is going to take up less data, but also not really look as good. So depending on what you have, you may want to choose that option. But once you're ready, just click the done option and it will take you back through to that photos page. I've added 2 photos here, but you can of course add as many as you like, the more the better. And there is a thumbnail as well. As you can see, adjust thumbnail. If you press that, this is the main image that's going to be shown to potential customers. The first one that they're going to see, the one that's going to be in product listings. So definitely you want this to be looking good. You can move in and out the size of the image just to make sure that it's looking as good as you want. Once you're happy with that, you can press save. Now remember, the thumbnail is going to be the main image that everyone sees in listings. And then moving down to video as well, a really good option to add a video of your product. This is definitely going to help sales, definitely worth adding this. So very, very simple. Just press the option right there to add a video, and it's going to take you through to your photo library. So anything that you've got on your phone, it's going to be really easy to add that as well. So I'm just going to add this photo. It's definitely not a product, but it's just fine to show you in this case how it works uploading onto Etsy. Next, after you've uploaded the photos and the video, then you can scroll down to listings details. And so this is going to be all of the text that you're going to want to have in there about what you're selling. So definitely give it a title, whatever that may be that you are selling. I'm just going to put amazing bracelet in here just as a option just to show you. But because Etsy focuses more on homemade products and unique products, then they have options, as you can see, as to who made it, either you or someone in your shop. So definitely choose the one that is most accurate. Then you have to tell Etsy what it is, either a finished product or a supply tool that can be used to make other things and when it was made. These are things that Etsy is going to want. As you can see, there is a star to the right hand side of that. So you are going to have to fill these out. You can't leave them blank. And then add the category that best fits what you're selling. Etsy makes it really easy. All you have to do is literally just type something in the search box and it's going to come up with all the categories for you. As you move down to the recipient and the material, you can see the optional wording by the side of this. You don't have to fill that out if you don't want to, although it may be good for your customers just to see that when they are buying it. Again, you don't have to tell people if it's recycled or not. All of these options now, you don't have to fill out. But as you can see, primary color, secondary color. So if you have different options for the thing that you're selling, you can put all of the options in here. Is it adjustable? What's the closure and the style like? All of this is optional, but you are going to want to put this in to really describe your product as best as you can. As we scroll down though, the stars come back. So this is something that you're going to have to put in. The first option here is automatic renewal. So every listing on Etsy does cost some money. As you can see, it's 20 cents for a listing on Etsy. When the listing expires, you can set it to automatically renew. So your account gets charged, or you can set it to manual. And this means that when that listing does expire, it's not going to renew and you're going to have to do it manually yourself again. Choose the option that best fits you, of course. And then you have to choose whether the thing that you're selling, the product, is either a physical product or is a digital product. That is something you have to fill out too. And of course, the description is going to have to be there. All of these options as well, in terms of production partners and sections, do not have to be filled out. They are optional. As we move down to inventory and pricing, this is required again. So the price that you're selling your item for is obviously there, and how many you have does need to be put in there. You don't have to put in an SKU, but you can if you want. Lots of sellers on Etsy offer personalization on their items. So for example, if you're making a ring, you may want to actually offer inscriptions or some way of personalizing any item. You can do that. You can turn it on from that box. And then in this description box, you can just tell people how they can personalize the item that they're buying. As we move down to delivery options, this is required once more. As a lot of items on Etsy are made to order, of course, dispatch times and processing times are going to differ. Whatever country you're in, choose that. That is the dispatch origin, wherever you are at the moment sending the product from. The processing time, however long it actually takes for you to make that item. It may be that it's made already. So 1 business day. If it takes you longer, obviously just choose that. Moving down further, we get to the postage prices. So which delivery carrier do you use? Most countries are going to offer pretty much all of the options. If the option isn't there, just click other, and then that's really the catch-all option if the option that you actually use isn't there. You can then put the usual delivery times, so between 1 and 3 days, and then how much you want to charge for delivery, either a fixed price, free delivery, per item and additional items. So usually what people do is charge a little bit more for the first item and then a little bit less for any additional items, because they can be sent usually in the same box if they are made at the same time. The everywhere else option is basically if you are sending this item to a different country than the one that you are in. If you're going to be selling a lot of items, you may want to save these delivery profiles so that next time you list something, you don't have to go through it all again. So that's a really good feature. Then as you scroll down, you can just see a preview of what your customers are going to see. So per item, it was £100 per item and £5 postage. So total price, 105. Once you're done and happy with that, you can just press save and continue to go to the next option. In the next option, you can add more listings. So do exactly the same thing again for another product. You can just press the add listing option, go through what exactly we've just done with a second product. If you are happy with that one item or the others, or when you're finished, again, just press save and continue to move forward. Now you have to set up payment options, and there's something called Etsy Payments, which is what Etsy pushes you to use. But on Etsy, you can actually accept pretty much anything. So Apple Pay, Google Pay, also PayPal, Etsy payments as well for credit cards and debit cards. Just choose the country where you are firstly, so you can see all of the other options. So I'm going to just choose the UK. Yep, great, that's accepted. Your payments will be sent to you in pounds sterling. If people use Etsy payments to pay you, that money's going to go straight into your account. As I scroll down, so here it is, you're going to have to put your bank details in here. So make sure everything is correct in terms of the name that is on your bank account, the name of the account holder, sort code, and account number of the bank that you use. What's really important to know is that once you've signed up for Etsy payments, just read this orange box. So what they're going to do is send you a very small deposit into your bank account, which may take up to 3 to 5 business days. You're going to have to watch out for that. And then what you're going to have to do is enter the amount of that payment in the Etsy system so they know that you actually have access to your account. It's the same for PayPal as well. I'm sure you've done it before. So you're going to have to do that and wait a couple of days for that to happen to sign up for Etsy payments. Before that though, you can fill out more information. This is just for security. So fill out your real name and address, your date of birth, your home address here. All of that has to be correct. So I'm going to fill that out. And then when I'm done, I'll just press save and continue to move to the next option. Once you've entered all of that information for getting paid, the next page is all about setting up your payment information. So the credit card details that you'll be paying all your listing fees on. Don't worry for now though, because Etsy actually does give you a free listing when you open a new store. So the listing that you've just made won't cost you anything. That is at least correct right now as of making this video, but you will need to input your credit card information on there anyway to move forward and open your store. As I said before, the listing fees are 20 US cents per listing. That will be converted into the currency that you're using. A 5% fee when you actually sell items as well. That's on the entire price of the order, so the item price and the postage, so keep that in mind. On top of that is a 4% fee added on top of the whole order for payment processing as well. So definitely just keep these fees in mind when you are opening a store. It's similar to eBay more or less in terms of seller fees and everything as well. If you are happy and you put in your credit card info, then you simply press open your shop at the bottom of the page and you'll be done. And that is this tutorial done. If it was helpful, please give the video a thumbs up and I'll see you in the next one.